Hey guys, this is Melody and we're gonna do another week in my life video. Similar to last week, I will be going into work, but my schedule is gonna kind of vary. Basically, we have a rotation for certain things, and so I'm on rotation this week, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make today an entire day, like go in for a full 8 hours. I'm not really sure about the rest of the week. I am being trained in the lab on a few things, so I'll at least be going in to do that. But yeah, hopefully the more I get trained on, the more I'll be able to be at work, which would be great. So I'm gonna get ready here soon. Little cat update. She seems to have acclimated really well. She's eating, she's drinking, using the litter box. I got her to play with me. She's playing with little cat toy and with the laser. She's been very cuddly. If I'm laying in bed, she'll come up and she won't always cuddle in my lap, but she'll lay down next to me and just pass out, fall asleep. She also really likes to sleep on top of the Xbox. She has not hid under the bed in the last couple of days, so I think she's feeling pretty confident about this space. And sometimes she likes to follow you into the bathroom, but she does not like the sound of the shower, so she'll run away if you turn it on. Yeah, last night I think it was the first night that she did not meow in the middle of the night or jump on my face before my alarm went off or any of that. She seems to have like kind of adjusted to what my schedule is, and it's really cute because last night, you know, it was time for bed. I turned the lights off, I laid down, and she hopped in bed, and I was kind of worried she was, you know, gonna think it was playtime like she did a couple nights before. But she just laid down and curled up and just laid there. And eventually she hopped off and went and found another space to lay, but it was pretty cute. She also, once the alarm goes off, she runs to the bed and meows at you and wants to be pet, which is pretty adorable. Anyway, that's my little update. I'm gonna start getting ready for work so I can leave. This is my lunch for the day. I would typically, can I help you? It's been a little squeak. I would typically meal prep, but there's a whole thing about whether or not we're allowed to use the microwaves right now because they're trying to do everything at work right now to avoid people like sharing germs and everything. So I just brought myself a sandwich, chips, granola bar, and Gushers because we're supposed to eat, one, I don't know if we're using the microwave, two, we're supposed to eat in like an enclosed cube, or what they call hotels, where it's basically like a mini conference room that fits 1 or 2 people, so we can go in there to eat and not have to be around people. So I'm just gonna bring my little food in there with me and have a little lunch. Did you miss me? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I have my leg back? Can I have my leg back? So this has kind of been our routine. I get out of the shower and I do my hair and makeup, and she jumps up on this counter, and this is usually when I wipe her eyes. If you guys don't know, Persians, especially ones that are really flat face like her. Let's see if you can get, if you see like this crease in her, she does not want to sit still. Okay, anyway, the crease like right here between her nose and her eye gets filled with like eye boogers basically because of the shape of her face and her big eyes. It just gets kind of crud built up in there. So what I found works the best is just taking a Q-tip, putting it in warm water, and then just kind of like doing this motion. I did originally try paper towels, and that just seemed to scare her, I think because it's so big and like covers her whole face when you're doing it. But this, because it's so small, she seems a little bit more willing to participate with. But yeah, she kind of just hangs out with me while I get ready in the morning. And this is what it looks like. You can see it just like picked up a bunch of crud. So I usually do it wet and then I use the dry end just to kind of like get any remains and dry it up for her so she doesn't have a wet face. The first couple times I cleaned her eyes, I don't think she was very happy about it, but we've kind of gotten in this routine where she jumps up on this counter and I just quickly do her eyes, and today she didn't fuss at all, so that's always nice.
Great. What do we need to do to get some of those separation and electrophoretic assays? Yes, do it at line. Maybe that's the easiest and the best solution for now, but especially as we move to the factory of the future continuous way, helping us monitor those trends are also crucial.
Definitely came as a shock to me.
I don't know how this is comfy. All right, guys, it is Thursday. I don't think I've really vlogged at all today. I don't think I vlogged much yesterday either, but I'm going to go for a walk. I just finished eating lunch. I made myself some French toast because it was sounding good. But, can I go in the hallway? Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a walk. I went to work early this morning. I got there around 7, so there wasn't anybody there when I was there. But honestly, I think it's kind of relaxing to have an empty lab for the first little bit. So I did some stuff for work, had a meeting with my manager, and then I came home. There's like random things that I can do in the lab, so I'm trying to do as much of the little things as possible, but you know, it only takes so much time. I do want to start getting back into running, so I don't know, today for now I'm just gonna go for a little walk, but I want to try to start vamping it up a little here. Okay guys, so this cat, I am renaming her. I don't think I've talked about that, but we're gonna call her Lady. That is now her name. That's what I said when I called the vet. She's gonna get spayed next week. I think I did mention that. But I was making the bed and she was laying under the bed, and I think I know why she likes to go under the bed sometimes now. She hasn't done it in a while until like the other day, but for my Xbox cord that plugs it in, there's like that box thing. It's not the newest one. I think the newer one might not have it, or it's not as big or something, but it's like this big box and it gets kind of warm, kind of hot, and she was curled up on that tiny little box trying to get her whole body on it. So I think she just liked the warmth of the box, and it's also like you know, dark and quiet, and they like to squeeze into small spaces. So I think that's why she's been going under there. But I just thought that was funny. Oh, she's over here. I opened this window up. I mean, the window's not open. I took the curtain up so that she could look out, and she likes to sit there, look out the window, and sleep. She did fall off of it yesterday though. She was trying to groom herself on top of the Xbox and fell behind it. I felt really bad for her. Also, I just started reading this book last night. I think I'm about like 60-ish pages into it. It is pretty good so far. The first book is The Rules of Magic, which I finished reading a few weeks ago. I really liked that book. I thought it was interesting. I don't know, go read the synopsis and see if it's something that you would like, but I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like overly happy, but it wasn't overly sad. I felt that it was a good mix. I actually really don't like books that are overly happy. I don't like when it's too predictable or everybody gets a happy ending, because it's just not realistic. Sometimes, honestly, it's nice to have a book that is a little bit more sad or just like grounded. Not everything in life works out perfectly, and so it was kind of nice to see that in this book. As weird as that sounds, I do like books with sad endings. But obviously you need happy endings sometimes here and there. Anyway, I'm kind of procrastinating going for a walk/run. It's about 46 degrees outside, but it's the only time that I'm gonna be able to do it today. It is Friday. Basically what's happening today is I have a meeting from 8 to 9, and then a meeting from 9 to 10, and then I'm picking up my prescription lab glasses at 10:30, and then I'm gonna come home, eat lunch, go to work, and do some more training stuff, and then come back home, hopefully get back home before 2, because my manager set up a like happy hour thing with our group, so we're just gonna like sit and talk on Zoom, and he was trying to see if there were any games we could play, and he made like this Q&A thing so that we have stuff to talk about, so we're not just sitting there. So I'm gonna try to tune into that, especially since I'm not on site all the time. It's a good way to connect with my coworkers, because I don't feel like, I mean, I have been more these last 2 weeks since I've been able to connect with people, but obviously there's some people who come in and when I'm not there, and there's some people who just I don't really ever see. So yeah, gonna try to do that tonight. I'm not sure if I'll vlog much after this though, just because it's gonna be a busy day. All right guys, I just went and I got my safety glasses that are prescription. They're a little bit clunkier than like other glasses, so that's like, I don't know, it's a little bit annoying, but I'll be able to see. It also came with like one of these like neck straps, which I will not be using, and a little cloth to clean, which is nice. Hey guys, so I just had my little like happy hour meeting thing for work, so I'm just gonna end this vlog. I don't think I'm really gonna vlog anything else over this weekend. It's again not doing much because I'm just home. But yeah, I think the kitty and I have pretty much adapted to each other. She has been going through the night without waking me up the last couple nights. The first few nights were a little rough, but she was in heat. So she was meowing a lot, crawling on me, and wanting a lot of affection. Now she's a little less needy. She does occasionally still come up and want some pets, and she'll rub on you, but she's not as all over you as she was when I first got her. But yeah, I would say she's doing pretty well. She's pretty much acclimated to living here, and I've gotten used to having her around. The only thing was that I didn't want her crawling all over my table and my stove, because I do sometimes leave the stove on with my kettle and I don't want her to burn herself, and I do sometimes paint on that table and I don't want her jumping in paint. So it's taken some time to train her not to jump on it, but I haven't seen her try to jump on it in a while. I found what words. I found that the most effective thing was to take sheets of aluminum foil and put them on the edges of the table so that if she tried to jump up, they were really, really loud. She is scared of aluminum foil. She really does not like the sound. So if that's the same with your cat, might work for you as well. Other cats maybe don't care, but it's like a weird sound. It's loud. And so I just put it up there when I wasn't using the table. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.